Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Warland Tactical. Hope everyone is safe and sound and doing well. In front of you guys is my get home bag. It weighs in about 15 pounds. In this video, we're going to go over go bags, or my go bag, and some discussion about go bags and what you find on YouTube. And it's driving me nuts because they're resurfacing and a lot of people are building these kits. And people are like, yeah, they're good kits and this and that. Okay, no, they're not. Straight up, I'm putting it out there, Warland Tactical, saying your kits are not good. If you're thinking you're going to pack out 40, 50 pounds, 60 pound pack, you're BSing yourself. You might go to the gym, you might be fit, you might be 6, 7, 12% body fat, but you're not carrying anything. You're just lifting weight and sweating, okay? That's not moving gear. Lifting weights versus carrying something is a big difference. So with that being said, design your pack minimal as possible. This is even a little heavy. I would like to tear it down even more. I love gear. I got my pack down to 15 pounds. This has taken me years and years to do this because we like gear and we're guys and we think we need to carry gear. Anyways, what are you guys getting home from? Think about that. If you're leaving your work, your car breaks down, you're getting home. If you don't have a AAA card, go buy one. Get the membership. I have a AAA card. You can ask somebody for a ride. You don't really need all this gear. It's just a cool factor. Okay? Training trumps gear. Remember that. Training trumps gear. But I will show you some packs. Some examples what I'm talking about, what not to do. I'm straight up. Putting out there what not to do. If you're not in construction or backpacking your whole entire life, carrying a 40, 30, 60 pound, whatever weight bag it's not practical. Okay? You're not going to do it. If you're 60 miles away, it's going to take you forever just to get home if you are walking and you don't have a AAA card, or if you don't use your head and you think you're going to walk home. Okay? Now you got to lug that 60 pound pack. You're already pissed your car broke down. Now you got to carry the kit. So anyway, here's my kit. Again, this is 15 pounds. Okay, you can see the size of it. I got a smaller pack. I'm not into the bigger packs for get home bags, low signature. I want to get home, bit of camouflage. I always set up this pack like this, my get home bag. So we have our water, we have our protection, which is our first aid. We have our personal PPE, which is your personal protective equipment, especially nowadays with the COVID and whatever other cockamamie virus they're going to come up with. You need this stuff. And right here is my toolkit. So let me show you, pull that item out first. And you can tell it's in a dry bag. If you're going to carry your kit like this, you need dry bags. You do not know what weather you're going to come into. You do not know the elements. You do not know what is on the ground, if there's mudslides, whatever. Anytime you can plan for it, but you don't know what the weather is going to be like. Dry bags. Can't say it enough. Here's my toolkit. I'm not going to completely go over the contents. This is my toolkit. You want to have a toolkit. This is my fire, eating tool, writing utensil, my lighting source. I have multiplier tool, backup sharpener. As you can tell, this is what I'm talking about. All this kit, you don't really need this. It's a great kit. It's fun to have gear, but again, you have to pack all this out. Take that in mind. You have to walk with this gear. Again, you're pissed off because whatever happened to your situation and you're trying to get home to your family. You need to get home to your family. That is the purpose of getting home. not building a shelter and bugging out and carrying a stove and carrying dehydrated food and all that crap. So there's my toolkit. Now this item is an item you want to carry if you're going to make it on foot. Your Silcox key. This will open your water devices. Okay? Different sizes. Meaning faucets on the side of buildings. If it's an urban environment, most likely you're going to be in an urban environment. So this will get you the water you need. And it's halfway clean, so you're not on the ground with a life straw dying by using that thing. But anyways, using the life straw to suck out a puddle. I got a bit of food. And again, you're going to gear this around your miles from wherever you think you're going to break down at or need to get home from, estimated. And you always want to keep items in your vehicle to extend the range of your bag. That is a big thing. Keep the items in your vehicle, extra items. So say, hey, you're on a trip, you throw this kit in here. This bag, actually, I know I can do 30 miles in. So if it's a 60-mile trip or a trek, I can pull items from my vehicle, toss them in this pack because my kit is not fully stuffed for a reason, and that's that reason. So I got a bit of food and a Sawyer filter for my water. And some more Cliff Bars. And another Cliff Bar. I'm conditioned on limited food and water, so I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for a long time. That calorie intake is good for me to get home. I'll deal with it. Adrenaline takes over. I know what I can handle. Plus, I have the skill to find food on the way out. First aid. I am a first aid nut, so I will always pack an enormous amount of first aid. And again, minimal, but I love helping people, and I'm always going to have a whole bunch of first aid on me. Extra kits for people as well. So we got our gloves, Israeli type bandage for major bleeds, light stick, because I'm going to pop that as soon as I get into my first aid kit. And this is a CPR micro shield, 1 pair of nitro gloves, rip away pouch. That way if I come across a person on my way there, even though I don't want to stay and play, which means is I don't want to work on anybody, I just want to get home to my family. That is important of getting home. But since I'm a nice guy and like to help people, this will be to give to the second person to help me do the CPR if somebody has passed out. So there you have that. And again, I'm just not going to get into my first aid kits and stuff because this will be a really long video and we're not going to do that. So here again is my first aid kit, and it is fully kitted out. From you watching my videos, you know what I do, how I pack my stuff. And then again, it's in a waterproof case. If I need to deal with whatever weather, like I said, I'm good to go. I don't need a rain fly. So as you can see, my pack is 15 pounds and I have a lot of gear, but the gear I have is dumbed down to minimal. And again, it's been taking years and years to do this because I love gear. And I started off using all military gear, which this is a military pack, but it's not that heavy. It's just, I'll get over that pack in a second. Here's my personal protective equipment. So emergency shelter by Prepared 4X. These are going in every one of my kits. It's an emergency blanket plus poncho, works great, phenomenally. I have a mosquito net. This definitely should go with you, okay? This rolls up really light. You can use it for a lot of things. You can put different materials in here, use it as a filter, put it on your head, protect you from bees like me. Apparently bees hate me right now. As you can tell in my other video that I got stung and got a staph infection, thank you very much. Pair of gloves, I like these. These are about $3 for like 2 pairs. They're grippy. You want to protect your hands. So again, this is the personal protective side of my kit. I got another pair of gloves. Carmex. Carmex is not only for your lips. If you do have a wound, you can put that on there. It'll slow the bleeding and give you some protection until you can get to your first aid kit. Maybe you're caught up in something and you can't get to the first aid kit, so this will give you a barrier to keep it out, keep your wound clean. N95, that's actually a surgical mask. Another pair of gloves. As you can tell, I can keep going through my kit and making it as minimal as possible, which I'm going to go through it again because I don't really need 2 pairs of gloves. But there's 2 pairs of gloves in there because I generally roll with my wife, so might need a pair of gloves. This kit right here will fit right in your pocket. This is a fold-up waterproof boonie hat. Now that is a necessity if you're trying to get home and you're not using, your thumb to hitch a ride. So in this kit, it folds up, and like I said, it's a waterproof boonie hat. I like it because when it folds up, it gives me storage. So I keep a neck gaiter. Again, you do not know on weather. This kit is fully set up for hot and cold and rain. There's a baklava, full head cover. There's a fold-up N95 and a pair of earplugs. Maybe you're on foot and there's loud noises and you want to protect your ears. Or if there's a car accident and you decide to take your first aid items and help that person, but it's really loud, and again, you want to protect your ears. This is personal protective equipment that I have set up. This is what I carry. Earplugs, protect your ears. Eye protection, I always have glasses on that are polycarbonate, so I'm technically wearing safety glasses all the time. Okay, personal protective equipment going over here. Okay, that's emptied on the outside. These pouches are from Spec Ops. Not many people use these. It's an old company. These were one of the first MOLLE pouches issued to the military. These are awesome. If you can get your hands on them, they're quite expensive, but they're awesome. Again, the reason why they're awesome is because they actually have the MOLLE attachment attached to the pouch. You don't have to go like Maxpedition and buy separate straps to attach your pouches, excuse me. ID tag by Packlight. I have a figure 8 on the outside in case I need to tie up something. Carabiner. We'll go over the pack real quick. The pack itself is a USGI or US Air Force go bag. This is what they carry in their choppers and the C-130s, whatever. These are made to, with the straps on the bottom, to strap to seats, overhead compartments, whatever it is. It's made out of 1000 Cordura, and this is probably the toughest pack you will find on the planet. Hands down. You do not need these pouches on you. I have them set up because I want to quickly get out of my kit because, again, you're getting home. I want to get to my gear as fast as possible. I don't want to go through 10,000 zippers to get into my kit for this application. The pack has 1 zipper, and it happens to be the YKK zipper number 10, the largest zipper. You do not need to keep these clipped in. I just do. But it has 3 on each side for cinching the pack down. So, on the inside of the pack, there's a sleeve to carry items. I don't put items in there because I don't like how that carries. I do keep a 55-gallon trash bag in here, not for a shelter. Let's get that straight. Go try to put one of these up in the wind, it doesn't work. Anyways, so take your 55-gallon drum bag. I just keep it as a bit of protection for my pack in case, again, I come into a rainstorm, my dry bags get compromised. I have a backup rain kit or rain cover for my kit. So for right now, I'm going to throw my items in here that you've already seen. I do have a bit of clothes, and this is it. This is going to be in case I'm caught out in a snowstorm, depending on the time of the year. Like I said, my get home bag is set up for every weather. Minimal, 15 pounds is all this is. So here's my cold weather, which is my Helly Hansen base layer, workwear. These are the bottoms, this is the top. This item right here, no matter what I'm wearing, will take care of the cold. I've already tested it in negative 27-degree weather. That's another story. Water source, or water container, collapsible by Smart Bottle Inc. 750 liters. There's that. I carry a slingshot. This is my deterrent, not my concealed weapons. I do not carry a firearm on this back. Again, I'm not in a combat situation. A lot of people are carrying ARs and pistols and all kinds of craziness. I'm not trying to stay and play. I'm trying to get home to my family. Slingshot will work for me. Flushable wipes, because toilet paper sucks. Bit of camouflage. This is a sniper veil, legit sniper veil. If I want to be camouflaged, because again, I'm not trying to be noticed. I'm just trying to get the hell out of Dodge and get back home. My main pack is a Sea to Summit dry bag. These are awesome. This is a wonderful company and they make great dry bags. Another pair of gloves. See, I have 3 pairs of gloves, a little ridiculous. Like I said, go back through your kits, pull out the items you don't need. You don't really need redundancy in a get home bag. So here's a prime example of you don't need all this crap. But as you can tell, at least my pack is dialed in completely. So let's see what we got in our, and I'm big on my kits, guys. If you watch my videos, you'll see my kits. I have another one of these tool rolls ready to go. This is actually a medic roll, and I carry all my kit. That way you lay it out and bam, 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 all your stuff's in here. Signaling device, if I want to be found. This is a day and nighttime signal mirror. Works fantastic. Again, I like first aid, so here's a full first aid guide, head to toe. Just in case I get injured and somebody doesn't know how to work on me, they can literally grab that waterproof guide, and that's waterproof, and go through the guide and treat me. I have all the kit to treat me. This is a 2-person heat sheet blanket and hand warmers. You're gonna see redundancy in my kit on snivel gear. This is snivel gear. With a person that is not trained or whatever, it might be a family member, most likely. You wanna carry kit items that are gonna make their lives better. Morale is the biggest killer when you're out in the outdoors or an emergency situation. If your morale's not up, you're not going to be top notch. You're not going to be fight or flight. You're not going to be pushing forward. So I have items in here to keep going forward. That's the momentum forward back home. Another light stick, 550 cord, Tart clips. As you can tell, again, there are items in here that I can get rid of, but I don't travel alone. So I have to carry items, maybe possibly for a shelter. I am conditioned, I can handle this. Maybe the person next to me or a person I found that just happened to come with me, depending on the situation, we'll go with your EMP or whatever, I might have to whip up a lean-to or a shelter, which I have a kit in there, which you've seen, minimal. So I have a bit of kit to do that. Monocular for overwatch. Overwatch is meaning to look ahead of you in the distance so I can find out, hey, I can't go down that road, can't go down that road, that is blocked. That will help me with that. That pouch is empty. Urban environment, if I need to charge my cell phone, because that is my main source of communication. That pouch is empty because it usually holds my Punk Sync radio. The ham radio, that is. It's a dual band, dual band ham radio. So here's some extra batteries for my flashlight that's in there, rechargeable, if I'm in an urban situation where I can charge that. If there's an EMP or anything I want to check some power, I have a power plug tester to plug into the socket. That way it saves me from getting electrocuted. Again, you're trying to get home. You're trying to get home safe. You want to have items in here that will get you home safe. If I want to be quiet and I need to process some wood for some reason, maybe we got wet, kit got compromised, but as you can tell, everything's in the dry bag, so likely my kit getting compromised is not going to happen. I will carry a saw to keep the noise down to process wood. And another good tip, do not pull items out of your kit. I'm a YouTuber, as you know, so we kind of go into our kits, and I need to put my Mora back in here. My Mora lives in here. This kit right here is backup battery bank, headphones, if I want to be discreet on my cell phone, backup battery for my Sunto watch is what I usually wear. This is the G-Shock. So again, think about your kit, what you wear on a daily basis. This battery will not fit in that watch. And backup cable for my cell phone when I want to charge it. This is a camouflage reflective bandana. These parts are illuminated when the flashlight hits on there. Again, if you want to be found, you're trying to get home, it wouldn't be a bad thing to be found and hitch a ride, or a police officer pick you up and be like, hey man, I broke down, I'm just on foot, can you give me a ride? It'll save you on trekking with this bag. Pair of socks. In my kit, I have moleskin, if you're going to ask that. Here's an extra pair of socks because your feet are important. If you're getting home, obviously your feet are now becoming your shoulder legs. That is your vehicle. Here's an emergency sleeping bag, meaning like a baby sack if I need to rest. Or whoever's with me, if they need to rest, most likely they're going to rest. So you always want to set it up for elements, like I said. So I know I'm repeating myself, but that's what we do. So in this kit, I'm set up for all kinds of weather. If it's cold, hot, whatever it is, good to go. Okay. Okay, so there you have it. You've seen my kit. Again, I'm going to show some clips on some other kits. I know you guys watch other people's videos. I do too. But take in consideration what they're showing you, how they're talking to you, the kits they present. Like some of the kits are 3 times the size of this, or they might carry something like this. They carry Mountain House food. They'll carry a full-on stove kit. They carry a sleeping bag, a tent. There's no reason to do that. Train, and then you can go minimal. I have shelter systems. I have a few different shelter systems. That's snivel gear to please the other person that's with me. I don't really need a shelter system. That poncho I have, I can just carry this, my knife, a fire starter, and a couple other items, first aid kit. This is a shelter system. You don't need a tent. Trying to get home. I don't have time to sit there to set up a tent and make some coffee and put my feet up, and I'm trying to get home to my family members that are freaking out because I am now without a vehicle and could be days from getting home. So there you have it. Use your head when you're building these kits. Take your time. Do not rush it. Do not think you need to carry a backpacking backpack to get home. Low signature, lightweight, minimal. Think about your safety. Think about your family. Build your kit around your family. What is it going to take to get you home fast and safe? Safety first. First aid. There you have it. Because you're on your own, possibly, and you need to treat yourself. So I have everything to do that. Thank you guys. Sorry it's a bit intense, but like I said, I had to get this out there. Hopefully all you guys are watching my videos, and this one